Hey, Mike Johnson. Happy, happy, happy Friday. It's been kind of a long week, and the ugly ones Karen. So, I was thinking about what you said, and I was 2.5, 3 when my parents were trying to give me lessons, and nobody would take me either, so I turned out fine, I think. Kids that age, if they're meant to do it, they should just find their way for a second. But anyway, thank you for the referral. Hey, Hannah. We have rights. Yes. Okay, so Monty and Tracy are in Hawaii. I'm slightly jealous. They're on Maui. I think Maui is my favorite. Well, maybe Kauai. I love both. They're very different, but still Hawaii. Right? Y'all ready to sing? Are you ready to sing? Are you ready to sing with me on this lovely Friday? Favorites on Friday. Oh, I've never been to Kona. That sounds awesome. I promised that I never would leave you. It's funny how the seasons change, and the more that I try to forget you, it's funny how things stay the same without a rhyme or reason. When I look into your eyes, I know that I found forever. No hiding and no disguises. Reunion of souls, of mind, of space, of time, every place. I look and I see your smiling face everywhere, constant reminder of everything I wanna be, who I am and how with you. Hey, Scotty, I can be free. Hey, Gerson, it's amazing what the soul can remember. No matter what the day or time or the appointed hour, all I know is your soul and mine are so joyful together. It's as if we found the perfect way of being together. So tell me, how can we stay apart? Can we stay apart? Hey, Carol. Hey, Ray Ray. In a place before now. A time before here. We were called to this place, and I'm glad to be standing here. Sometimes the truth is painful, but a leap of faith is all it takes. Close your eyes, don't get discouraged. Spread your wings and just let the winds of change blow free. Just believe that they will hold you if you dare to close your eyes and so so free, so free, 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 free. My soul is free, free. My soul is free, free. My soul. Hey Therese, how you doing, baby? I didn't get to talk to you the other day. It's great to see you. It's been a long time, but I see you've been baking apple pies and stuff. Surprisingly, an apple pie hasn't arrived at my door. I'm just saying, I probably don't need it, but I like baked goods. Yes, yes. Anyway, yes, congratulations to Connor. Alright. This weather is drying me out. And I kind of need the air conditioner, but I don't sleep with it on at night, so I don't get totally dried out. So I'm figuring it out. Shame is for suckers. In the words of the great Petronilla Jefferson, yeah. Yes, I was, I was feeling a little bad about something I had done, and she was like, nah, shame is for suckers. And I was like, you know what? You're right, and I'm not a sucker. So, yeah, that part. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. All right. So... we're gonna start here. I'm not sure what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna do what I feel. I'm gonna do what makes me happy. Last night, swimming in the moonlight, I saw a merman swimming out to sea. He whispered softly, swim with me. You know you've been searching for me for all your life, and I've been watching you every day and every night. Now there you are in the waves, and I'm here. Swim with me, and baby makes three soon. Don't be afraid of the water. It's not that deep. I won't let you drown unless it's in my own sadness. I'll watch you as you sleep to make sure you stay afloat. And then someday soon, there'll be 3 or 4, maybe even 5. Come swim with me, he said to me. And I said, I know you're kind, and I'm not coming over there. It's not safe in the water. Besides, I'll mess my hair up. I haven't got time for you tonight. But then the sand between my toes started pulling, as if I were being bold to see. You see, I felt like I was going backwards to the tides, taking hold of me, and there it was, this merman swimming in the sea. He took my hand, and we swam among the waves, and the moonlight full and sweetly played dances on our heads, and I sang to him on a rock, as any siren would, as any siren would. You know, I sang to him. I thought the merman was in love. It's fun to play with a merman, but you never know what you might get. And most of the time, it seems that all you get is wet, drenched to the soul, and then you can't dry off. Suddenly you're old, and so is everything. He says to you, you don't believe him anymore. And still, only two, and two is not enough. There needs to be at least three for the divine. But I swam at sea that night with him, loved every minute. Yes, I swam at sea and loved him. So now I don't go to the beach, I'm afraid of the water, I'm scared to swim. But then it only gets hotter as my feet slip in again, steam rising to the sky. Then look, it's a merman, and he's swimming up to me. And I think that maybe this time he could be the one for me. You know what they say, all mermen aren't alike. Hey Jimmy, maybe this one is older than 20. Maybe it could be the one for me. There's so many mermen, so many mermen in the sea. So, I haven't done this next one in a really long time. And I'm like, why are you doing it now? Do tell. Well, it's just like, you know. Anyway, anybody out there ever been unsatisfied? Anyone? Okay, it can't just be me. Is it just me? So, don't you love when you're dating someone and they're like, hey, write a song about me, write a song about me, write a song about me, and I'm like, okay, you do realize that I have no control over what might come out, right? As long as you're aware of that. Yeah. I don't know why I'm not getting that right. I've lived here for a while, but I'd stay here forever, a prisoner of your smile and your inclement weather. But damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door, leave you alone if you leave me lonely. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door, if you leave me unsatisfied, unsatisfied. To take my place beside you through summer's gold, winter's cold, springtime's pouring rain. Wake up on New Year's and do it all again. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out unsatisfied and so unhappy. Boy, I can stand a rainy day. Ooh, but I won't take the month of Sundays without the sunlight shining on my face. Ooh, you know you own my heart. My soul is soon to follow, 'cause I'm done with yesterdays, and I'm headed towards tomorrow. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door. Leave me alone if you leave me lonely. Damned if I do, damned if I don't, damned if I will, damned if I won't walk out that door. If you leave me unsatisfied, 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 unsatisfied. Okay, Robert, what's happening? What am I missing? I'm always missing stuff. When I'm playing guitar, I miss stuff because I look down. So, what are y'all talking about? What is going on over there? Okay, you know what is going on? I'm on fire. Like, that's what's happening. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Like, I'm pulling out all the old stuff tonight. Robert's always on fire. You can't get it. I can't get no satisfaction. Oh, somebody asked if he heard it. Yes. Yeah, he heard it at a gig. He walked out. I'm just saying. Okay, no, that won't work. This girl's on fire. Yes. Yeah, well, he deserved it. I mean, he's a sweetheart, but he could be really mean too. I mean, sometimes people are mean because they just don't want you to get close to them. And subtlety is not really my thing. He was supposed to sing along and wave the lighter, damn it. No, he was supposed to set. Okay, really? Oh, anyway. I'm just gonna play this song. I've been writing you love letters, but just in my mind, and hoping you'll see in my eyes that I'm in love with you, and I know that I should know better than to tell you that I've been feeling for you by my side. I just can't get you from under my skin, and that's where the trouble begins. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Where there's heat, desire. I don't wanna be lonely. Just a random meeting of souls that's gone utterly out of control. Let it smolder and burn. I know nothing about commitment. I just can't understand things you don't hold in your hand. But when I'm holding you, I know that I should be fully committed to this insanity called love, and I left all my reasoning behind. And I tell you that I just can't get you from under my skin. And that's where the trouble begins. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Where there's heat, desire. I don't wanna be lonely, just a random meeting of souls that's gone horribly out of control. Am I out of my mind? Am I just wasting time? Am I in love with you? All these thoughts in my head, thoughts of you in my bed. Ooh, making love to you, making love to you. Ooh. And then lying there beside you, with your heart in my ears, loudly as clear as my own. In synchronicity, I know that I've been here forever. Familiar yet strange, and feeling your lips round my name. I just can't get you from under my skin. And that's where the trouble begins. Where there's smoke, there is fire. Where there's heat, desire. I don't wanna be lonely, just a random meeting of souls that's gone horribly out of control. Let it smolder and burn. Let it smolder. Let it smolder and let it smolder. Let it smolder and burn. Hi, Rachel. What's up, girl? How you doing? Good to see you. All right, see what else we got for you. What do we have in standard tuning? Oh, you know, I could do that. Okay. The night was meant for rest and sleep. Leaves that softly sigh. It was not meant for silent tears. So why then do I cry? So why then do I cry here on the edge of night? I remember red, gold, orange, and purple, and the fading lights in your eyes. So sure your depths I'd swim for lifetimes, in your shallows I'd wait for hours, in your shallows I'd wait for hours and hours. If you had asked me, I'd still be there, but that you love me enough to let me go, find my way all alone. But if I had turned and seen you crying, would my own tears have been sane? Would my own tears have been in vain? Would this ocean of tears have been in vain? Will we ever meet again beside this water? Were we destined for some other different shore? Did we walk this life before as father-daughter, as mother and son? Were you always just the one? Was I the one for you? Here contemplating this great ocean, as I stand upon this cliff, I scream your name to the sky. On my way down I hear your answer as the sea comes to take me home, as I swim back to shore alone, laughing at myself in the great unknown, drinking the sun of a new day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Will we ever meet again? Were we destined for some other distant shore? Did we walk this life before as father-daughter, as mother and son? The night was meant for rest and sleep, for leaves that softly sigh. It was not meant for silent tears. So why then do I cry? So that is called The One. Everybody's searching for a feeling, but love is not a feeling. No, love is just believing that in spite of all the obstacles standing right in front of you, your heart's unwavering, you can have the love of your life. You can run, but you can't hide from the love you feel inside, 'cause it'll tear your heart apart. Better claim and don't deny that you need me by your side, or someday you wake up. Don't you wake and find me gone, off to sing another song. There's none as sweet as yours. I'm begging you, please stay in the moonlight, stay first light. Stay until the sunlight chases the night away, until the week's end, until our next life begins. Stay till forever's night away. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you told me 4 years ago that I could feel this way, well, I'd have looked you in the eye and said, you're a motherfucking liar. 'Cause I find I'm in so deep, I'd give my soul to keep your love inside me. Don't you wake and find me gone, off to sing another song. There's none as sweet as yours. I'm begging you, please stay in the moonlight. Stay until the first light. Stay until the sunlight chases the night away, until the week's end, until our next life begins. Stay till forever's night. I see forever in your eyes, and it's time you realize that nothing in this world is promised, and tomorrow just might not come. But in case that day arrives, you I want it by my side, to starting in my days. I'm begging you, please, in the moonlight, until the first light, until the sunlight chases the night away, until the week's end, until our next life begins. Stay till forever's night away. Stay until the week's end, until our next life begins. Ooh, stay till forever's a night away. Yeah, so, you know, that big cuss word break in the middle. So what had happened was, right, actually this was like, was this before the Soul Folk Experience? Or maybe like right at the beginning, but the boys, not the boys that I play with now, but the boys that I used to play with from DC, they were like, every time we would get to that point, because I would say, oh, you're such a liar, and they'd be back under their breaths talking about your, and I was like, and they were like, we dare you to do it. And I was like, don't, okay, please. You don't even have to double dog dare me, because listen, I'll do it. Like, I'm grown. I'm not scared. My mom's not at the show. I can do it, it's fine. Yeah, that first time my mom was there and I dropped it, she was like, yes, but there was nothing like the time that my priest was there. He's hilarious. I love my priest. He's like, you know, a mountain of a man, and he's hilarious, right? I used to be like, Father, they're gonna put you out. He's like, I know. I'm like, listen, you know, you can't, okay, Father, you can't like have visitations, right? You can't. Okay, I know that Mary is talking to you, but yeah, but you can't tell them that because they're not ready for that. Right, that part. So, you know, yeah, so, okay, so, quick story. So he goes to he's so excited. He's like, yo, I'm going to Medjugorje. I'm going as a chaperone. And I was like, Father. He's like, yeah, I know, I'm so excited. And I was like, okay, but just know, like, if you're there, she's going to be talking to you. I'm just telling you right now. I'm telling you, right? Because, you know, like, if you look in the Bible and you know, you look under WWJD, Father's picture would be there, right? Because he's just wilding out. Like, he's one of my favorite people in the world, truly. And so, you know, he was just doing all kinds of stuff. Anyway, because, like, so he goes to Medjugorje. He has this vision, right? And he's like, yeah, so I was told that I'm supposed to build this sanctuary for people to come in the hills, and there are waterfalls there, and he's like, I don't know anywhere in New York where there are waterfalls. So this hunting lodge comes up for sale, and on the property are 6 waterfalls. And so, you know, he goes to the diocese because that's what you're supposed to do, and they're like, sir, we don't know what kind of shit you're running here, but we're not doing that. No, we are not going to get that for you. So his parents were like, yeah, you know, we'll just buy that for you. So they bought the property. And he built this sanctuary in the middle of, so the waterfalls come down the mountain and then they join in the middle. And so where they join, then they run off into 2. So he put a sanctuary in the middle of the runoff. So you have to take a footbridge on each side to get to it. Yeah. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, and I would go up in the loft and just sleep. You know, so the whole front of the chapel is glass, and then the back wall is also glass. Hey, Monica. So it's like one way you look up the side of the mountain, and there are waterfalls, and then the back is forest, right? Yeah, I took many a nap up in the loft there, and I wrote many songs, and it was really beautiful. But anyway, so yeah, and then they were like, he was like, so listen, I want to get a dog, and they were like, no, priests can't have dogs because, you know, you can't serve. And he was like, so I'm gonna get a dog, right? And I was like, Father, they're gonna put you out. And he was like, okay, but I'm gonna get a dog. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about, right? So he got this dog. He got this standard poodle, Buddy. And Buddy was one of the smartest dogs I've ever seen. He was ginormous, and he had, you know, puppy energy for a really long time. But Father and Buddy would, you know, just, they were hanging out, having a great time, and, you know, Father would sneak Buddy into the chapel at Pratt, and they would be like, no animals allowed, you know, but it's Buddy. So Buddy would go lay down in the corner during Mass, or, you know, he would get up and just, like, you know, yeah. So anyway, yeah, but so Father would come to my performances, and the first time he came, I sang that song, and he came up to me afterwards, and he was like, that was amazing and beautiful, and I'll see you for confession on Sunday. I was like, okay. Yeah, but can I tell one more story? So, oh my God, she's gonna kill me. So my friend Liz, I met this woman at the church, and she's like, you know, old, straight up Brooklynite, right? In her 60s when I met her. Fucking hilarious. right? Okay, so she's got the Brooklyn accent, right? And she was smoking, like, so oh my God, one year she gave up smoking for Lent, right? And actually, so she's been like smoke-free, I think, like 10 years. Like, she gave it up cold turkey and that was it, right? So we're in church now. Father made the best cheesecake ever, like hands down. Junior's doesn't even, like, I didn't even like cheesecake. And I was like, okay, what sort of trickery? Or do you have like fairies that come and make this? You can tell me, Father, like seriously, right? Anyway, so, you know, the Lent that she gave up cigarettes, there's a woman at the church. And this woman, you know, I think she kind of had a crush on the priest and she would always do stuff. And so Father was like, oh, well, you know, next week I'm gonna make cheesecake. And this other woman was like, Father, you know that it's Lent and we can't have that during, you know, we can't, no, it's just not right. And so Liz was like, listen, bitch, you don't get to determine what everybody else eats for Lent. Mind your business. I was like, okay. We were in church. And I said, Liz, you can't say bitch in church. And she was like, bitch. And I was like, so it seems like all of my jobs are like kind of based around, you know, babysitting, sometimes the elder, yes. But okay, so the story that I was getting to, right? Liz was a smoker and she was from Brooklyn and she talked like this, right? Just very matter of fact. And so she had this bird. Josette. Josette was the bird, right? So Liz calls me and she's like, hey, I'm going out of town. I need somebody to watch Josette. And I was like, okay, you need me to watch your bird? Okay. So she brings the bird over, right? The bird is 5,000 years old. And I'm like, oh, dear God, don't let this bird. I'm serious. I was on my knees every night, like, dear God, please don't let this bird die. Amen. So the first day, when I wake up in the morning, the bird was on the floor of the cage. And I was like, God, right? So the bird was still alive, right? Okay, sirens, never good. I was like, why is this bird on its last leg? I was like, dear God, what is happening, right? So I'm, you know, all day I'm like, please God, please, 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 dear God, please don't let this bird die. Thank you. And please and thank you, Marie Tree, right? Baby, when the sun went down, that bird was up and popping and singing. I was like, are you gonna sing all night long? Oh, listen. Josette, she would go like this. She'd go, Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker? I couldn't go visit Liz because if you know me, you know that smoke just like really jacks me up, clearly. And the first time I went over, first and last, I went over when she was smoking and the bird was, I couldn't even see, the bird was like in the back in a cloud of fog and all I hear is this, Polly want a cracker. I was like, oh dear God, there's a bird back there. So, anyway, so Josette, you know, I figured out, oh, Josette is like Liz. Liz used to date jazz musicians. Josette is used to being up all night. No, she was this beautiful lovebird, parrot, which I didn't even know they, you know, really would. Anyway. So Josette lived, you know, that particular day. But when Josette died, I mean, Liz had this bird 30 years, no children, except me, right? So when Josette died, I get this call, and she's crying, and she's hysterical, and I'm like, oh, dear God, what has happened? She's like, Josette is gone. And I was like, out the window? Did she? She's like, no, she's dead. I was like, okay, I'll be over in a second. So I go over there, right? It's the dead of winter. Well, I tell y'all, it's the dead of winter. Winter in New York, right? Right, at least not on my watch. This is true. But I get there, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, did you take the bird? Where's Josette? Oh, well, you know, she's still in a cage. Okay. I tell you what. I'm gonna get the bird out of the cage. And she's like, well, but I need it to go to the cemetery. And I can't take Josette to the cemetery until Tuesday of next week, because it's really Wednesday right now. I said, Liz, the bird cannot lie in state in this living room. No. It's no. But I don't want her to be outside. It's too cold out there. Oh. Liz. Okay. So, well, okay, but she won't freeze to death. I promise you. Right? So, okay, here's what we'll do. Listen, no good deed goes unpunished. No good deed. So I scooped Josette up and wrapped her in paper and put her in a plastic box. Put her outside. I am not putting the bird in the freezer. Yeah, no. Oh my God. Listen, my senior year in college. No, my senior year in college. You know, I was a bio major, but I decided that I was like, you know what? When we got to dissecting the cat, I was like, Do y'all know that my roommate dissected a cat? And she put she put that cat in the refrigerator in a baggie, and it was hairless and it had eyes. I was like, So, no, she's fine. Listen, Liz lived on the 3rd floor of a walk-up. Dear God. Okay, that part. And so I put the bird, not in my, no, hell no, in my, no. Okay. So we put, I put the bird, wrapped it up, put it in a plastic box, put it on the fire, the fire escape. And so then, we took it and, okay, but I want y'all to know that I found my mother's bird in the garage where she was gonna bury it, and it was in a plastic container. I was like, oh, what is... Anyway. So, yeah. So, dead birds. My cat, yikes. Yeah. So, wait, no. Is it really 10 till? Oh my God. I'm sorry. That took a long time. But anyway, it had been there a while. I'm just saying. I also found bird eggs. There's this little bowl, and I'd reached my hand in, and I was like, ew. Yeah, see? Okay, Scotty. I don't even know what kind of work you do, but no. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Like, seriously, like, Who's doing that? Seriously, like, what are y'all even doing? You know, I mean, yikes. Ugh. Yeah, well, you know, listen, I have lived a lot of a lot of very funny and interesting life, you know, sometimes not so funny. Most of the time funny though. Like, if it's not funny, because, okay, it was not funny at the time, although my friends thought it was funny, and I was like, none of you love me. None of you. Y'all don't love me? Seriously? Well, because that's how she talks. Okay. Nope, no, I'm not gonna do it. Of course. How many lifetimes is this that we have been together? Were the very first words from your lips to my ears. Forever, forever, my dear. We spent some time together. We spent a lifetime apart. Hey, press. You can't control the fire that burns down your heart. Everything around it forever, forever, my dear. My soul longs for your touch in the morning, in the morning. My skin longs for your touch in the dead of night, until the morning light comes, until the morning light comes. The morning sun comes stealing across the beach at sunrise. On every wave your voice comes, calling me here. Come and stay forever, 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 my dear. My soul longs for your touch in the morning, in the morning. And my skin longs for your touch in the dead of night, until the morning light comes. Our souls collide, time after time after glorious time. I hear your voice, and I'm gone. I'm gone, gone. yeah, so, you know, that was truly somebody's opening line to me. How many lifetimes do you think we've been together? And I was like, and later we talked about it. He was like, you know, I didn't have any game. I was like, I know, that's why it was so crazy, because it just came out. Like sometimes, you know, I don't even think we have control over what we say. It just comes out. So that was that, you know, that's probably my, yeah, that's a good one. That's a very good one. Anyway, let's see what else. Okay, so I think I got like one more song. I think I'm gonna do the new, well, you know, okay, well, I was like, I don't know, like 10, 20, 5,000. Yeah, that was really it was a moment for sure. I was like, I'm not really sure what's happening right now. Yeah. Yeah, oh, me all the time. And you know what? It's not like it's not everybody. Like I don't talk to everybody like that, but just certain people, you know, it's like stuff comes out and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry." You know? Yeah. Walk the dinosaur. All right. All of my life, waiting all of my life for you to come and sing to me. List after list of the things that I need in a man to be with me. Into my dreams, you came into my dreams like some old familiar song, haunting my nights, haunting night after night as I sleep all alone. Sing me a song of tomorrow, of bright and beautiful things. Play me a melody all up inside of me as I sing. You are the one that I've longed for, over mountains and valleys and time. Picture a cliff high above a blue ocean, calling your name with no safety rails. Then picture a girl weaving head divers in deep unknown worlds, calling your name, calling fire to flame, light my darkness till the dawn. I know your name, saw it deep in the flames when I left the world alone. Sing me a song of tomorrow and bright and beautiful things. Play me a melody all up inside of me till I say, oh, you are the one that I long for, over oceans and rivers and time. Mine as the stars on the heavens, like the moon sails the sky with its light, as the one can exist with the other's focus, waxes and wanes every night, every night, every night. Ooh. Sing me a song of tomorrow, bright and beautiful things. Play me your melody all up inside of me till I say, you are the one that I long for, over mountains and valleys and time. Jima, is that what you're asking me if I played, or Takamine? I have a really nice Takamine in New York that I adore. This one's actually a line 6, which, no, Preston, it is not a new guitar. I bought this guitar, I'd been playing a year, and my best friend was like, well, listen, you're like really playing, you need a guitar, you need like a real guitar. Because I had a Martin, I had a little Martin. And so I bought this one and I adore it. And I was telling the people yesterday about this other one, which is a Martin. And yeah, I love them. I love the Gibsons. I used to play Gibsons a lot because I used to do a lot of stuff in their showroom. So yes, anyway, yes. All right, well, you know, so, I mean, I bought the Line 6 so I could detune it, you know, because at the time I wanted to do some alternate tunings, but I didn't do them. But now, I just, you know, tune 2, one in standard and one in drop D, because, yeah, listen, I love the Martins, and the little Martin is like the best. It's so good because it's small, but it's got this huge sound, right? And so that's what I used to write everything on. You know, my guitars are scattered everywhere right now. I was playing, anyway, I love y'all, right? And I'll see you Monday. God willing and the creek don't rise, right? I'll see you Monday. Shine your light on the weekend. Yeah, you'll probably be listening to lots of originals because I need to work through this. Yeah, I like the Taylors. You know what? The Taylors, like, Nick plays a Taylor, right? But it's the really high end and it's all weathered and it's beautiful, right? I mean, the Taylors, like, you have to pit grip to get that sound, but it's beautiful. Yes, I know, Terry, you're so lucky. I want to just come to your house and play your guitars, like, seriously. Anyway, I love y'all. Good night. Good night, Simone. It's always so good to see you. Good night, Miss Eleanor. I love you. All right, Arva. Yes. Oh, Michelle, she just texted me, no lung cancer. The biopsy came back negative, so that's definitely something to be grateful for. Yes. All right. Yes, I will, Preston. When you know, my time is so, like, if I sit down to watch anything, I'm dead sleep, like, seriously. But I am going to see Summer of Soul because I want to see it, like, soon. I just need to be awake when it happens. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.